when I was waiting for my call to come, obviously people start guessing and they try to guess where you're going. And I knew that I wanted to go foreign. I feel like a lot of people want to. Sometimes I meet people that they're like, oh, I don't want to learn a language. I just want to stay here. And that's great. But I knew that I would want to go foreign, which sounds kind of lame, but yeah, like as I would think about it, the most logical places seemed like they would be Hispanic, like Spanish speaking places, because my dad had served Spanish speaking like in Guatemala and El Salvador. My younger brother was called to Argentina. My older brother was called to Mexico. And I took 2 years of Spanish in grade school. So I just felt like, hey, if I'm going to go somewhere, it's probably outside of the country, it would probably be a Spanish speaking location. And so by the time my call came, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, either I'll stay stateside or I'll go Spanish, you know? And so yeah, I opened the call and I did a really good job at not skipping ahead, like reading ahead as I read it out loud to my family and friends. And so by the time I got to it, I was just reading like, you've been called to serve in the Hungary Budapest mission. And I didn't know where that was. Like off the top of my head, I was like, that's not South America. I was very surprised. And so my dad, he's smart, he knew where it was, and I was able to look at a map and see exactly where it was located, the surrounding countries. And we jumped on the internet right away and started looking at things, but I was just shocked. And it was like, you're going to speak in the Hungarian language and all that. And I was like, oh my goodness, didn't even know it existed. And so, yeah, I was shocked, but very excited. Very excited. I'd been to Europe once before to visit a friend in Germany, and so I had already been in that part of the world once before, and I knew that I loved it. I love how green it is over there, and just the history, the castles. I don't know, just there's so much depth, so much history to the places in Europe, and so I was so thrilled. And plus, I don't know, Hungarian is such a unique language that I was really excited. But then as I would talk to people about it, I come to find out, oh, Hungarian's a really hard language. It's like right up there with Finnish. It's one of the harder languages for English speakers to learn. And so that was a bit intimidating, but the excitement was, obviously, it was the bigger emotion. And so I was thrilled.